Hello everyone, Nikita here. In this presentation, I am going to discuss about organotellurium compounds for organic synthesis. So, my presentation will cover introduction, its preparation, and some chemical reaction which are utilized to synthesize different organic compounds. Tellurium is a member of oxygen family. The compounds which contain the carbon to tellurium chemical bonds are known as organotellurium compounds, and we study all organotelluriums in under organotellurium chemistry, where we look towards synthesis, their chemical reactions, how they are utilized for different synthesis. Here we can see the organotellurium compounds like tellurol, which is represented by RTEH. So it is similar to phenol or alcohols, where the oxygen is replaced by tellurium. So it is known as tellurol. Similarly, it is known as telluroaldehyde, where the aldehydic oxygen is replaced by the tellurium. So the other moieties are same. This oxygen is replaced by the tellurium. So this is known as telluroaldehyde. Similarly, we can see there are different type of organotellurium compounds are known. Some are telluroketones, telluroxides, alkyl tellurium halides, and so on. These organotellurium compounds can be synthesized by different methods, where we can use the Grignard reagent, organolithium reagent, or alkali tellurides to synthesize the organotellurium compounds. Grignard reagent can react with the tellurium metal, and tellurium can easily insert between the carbon metal bond. That means carbon magnesium inside the carbon magnesium bond, this will insert and will form this compound, that is alkyl tellurium magnesium halide. When we'll hydrolyze this, then this will provide the dimer of telluride. R2Te2 will form, and here the magnesium halide hydroxide will be eliminated. It can also provide the dialkyl tellurium or dialkyl telluride, and tellurium can eliminate as a side product. Similar fashion, organolithiums are also active towards the tellurium, and they gives the alkyl tellurium halide. Further hydrolysis will provide the dimer of tellurium. So here we'll get the ditellurides, R1Te, Te, R2, where these R1 and R2 can be alkyl or aryl groups. So these can form the ditelluride, or we can have this type of tellurium where the single tellurium is present with the dialkyl group by the organolithium and organomagnesium reagent. Here we have taken the example specifically organometallic compound. These type of organometallic compounds are useful to introduce the aromatic group. So here we have taken example of phenyl halide, which is treated with the lithium. So here the halogen metal exchange reaction will take place, and we'll get the organolithium compound, that is phenyl lithium. Now when this phenyl lithium is reacted with the tellurium, so tellurium can insert between this bond, carbon lithium bond. So here we'll get this phenyl tellurium lithium phenyl telluride, and when we'll hydrolyze this will convert into dimer, and we'll get the ditelluride. Alkyl halides can also react with the sodium telluride, and here 2 moles of alkyl halide react sodium telluride, so sodium iodide will eliminate and dialkyl telluride will form. Here usually dimethyl telluride is formed by this method. Organotellurium compounds can also synthesize by alkenes, where the alkenes can react with the tellurium tetrachloride molecule. So here one chlorine atom will goes towards one of carbon of the olefin, and TeCl3 will goes to the other carbon. So here by this we'll get the alkyl tellurium chlorides. Now coming to its properties to synthesize a different organic compound, we'll look towards some specific reaction. So first reaction is debromination of vicinal dibromides. Vicinal terms refers to those groups where the two groups are present on the adjacent carbons. So here we can see two bromines are present on the adjacent carbons. So this is known as vicinal dihalides. Now we have to look how the organotelluriums are useful to debrominate these vicinal dibromides. This is vicinal dibromide. Here one bromine is eliminated, then we'll get the cyclobromonium ion, and when diorganotellurium reacts with this cyclobromonium ion, so this type of intermediate will form where the bromine atom is attached with the tellurium metal. So by this method, this bromine will transfer to the tellurium and will get this this compound, and olefin will form as a major product, because the bromine will form bond here, so this bond will move here and it will release the bromine. So we'll get the tellurobromide, because tellurium has a positive charge here, so other bromine will also attach, which is eliminated in the first step, and we'll get the dialkyl tellurium dibromide as a catalyst again. If instead of diorganotelluride we are using 2-thionyl telluride to debrominate the vicinal dibromides, then the mechanism will follow as a E2 elimination, where this is a 1,2-dibromo 1,2-diphenyl ethane is taken. Here R group we have taken as a phenyl groups, and 2-thionyl telluride reacts. So here is the alkali metal is present, so sodium will be having a positive charge, so tellurium will have a spontaneously negative charge. So this negative charge telluride will attach with the Br, and this Br will release by providing its bond pair to the carbon, and from here this bromine will eliminate. So the syn elimination will from both sides this elimination will takes place, and here we'll get the E stilbene. So by the vicinal dibromides debromination we get the olefins. It will depend on the substitutes and the organotellurium reagent which we are using. Either the mechanism can happen by the cyclobromonium ion, or it can goes by the ionic mechanism. Organotellurium compounds are also used for the deoxygenation of epoxides. Here we have taken the example of oxiranes or epoxides. These epoxides are converted into olefins by using phosphotelluronates. So simply these tellurium based compounds have been used to with epoxide. So this will eliminate the oxygen and olefin will form. Here also we have taken some epoxide where the one carbon is substituted with alkyl and cyclohexyl group, and here we have taken the sodium orthodialkyl phosphotelluronates. This both catalyst structure are similar. Here the lithium atom is used as a alkali metal, whereas the sodium is used as a alkali metal. So these type of tellurium based compounds are useful to deoxygenate the epoxides and forms the olefin. Organotellurium compounds are also useful to in oxidation reactions, where they are useful to synthesize the benzoquinones or quinone structures by the hydroquinones oxidation. They can use to synthesize the disulfides when they are used in the oxidation of thiophenol moieties. So specifically this reagent as a organotelluride is used to oxidize the hydroquinones, and this will convert into the benzoquinone. So this compound's name is bis paramethoxyphenyl tellurone, and when this reacts with the hydroquinone, so this bond will goes here, and here double bond will shift, and this hydrogen will eliminate. So by these reagent we can use in these reagent in the oxidation reaction, and they from this also they are used to convert the thiophenols into disulfide. So here we'll get the RSSR disulfides molecule, and the catalyst can be regenerated back. Organotellurides are also useful to synthesize the biaryl rings, and this is a recent literature where this type of aromatic butyl tellurides are used with the potassium trifluoro organoborates. When they couple with each other in presence of the palladium based catalyst, then the organotellurides will supply its organic part to this aromatic ring, so we'll get the biaryls. This is also known as Suzuki Miyamara coupling reaction. Here we have taken one example. This is the anisole. There the methoxy group is present on the benzene. When it reacts with the tellurium tetrachloride, so here HCl will eliminate and we'll get the TCl3 will supplies to this carbon. So organotelluride is formed when it reacts with the other anisole molecule. Then here it will attach on the tellurium atom by replacing one HCl molecule. So we'll get this type of structure. When we'll reduce it in presence of Raney nickel, so TCl2 will eliminate and we'll get the biaryls. So using the organotellurium reaction, we can form the olefin by the debromination reaction, by the deoxygenation from the epoxides also, or we can synthesize the biaryl ring using the coupling reaction like Suzuki reaction, or it can use in different perspective also. So these reagents are important in organic synthesis. Thank you.